everyone, it's GameCoy and welcome back for some more Ace Attorney. I've had a week off, but I am back and I'm looking forward to continuing Recipe for Turnabout, which I think we've only done the investigation, like the very first investigation of, so I mean, I'm hoping that I haven't forgotten everything. Greetings! Hello Worm and hello Francis, I hope you guys are well. I did enjoy my week off. Went home, visited family, was good. I played large amounts of video games. I played large amounts of River Paradise. I witnessed Splatoon Raiders on release day. Did I play Splatoon Raiders? I did not, because I do not own it. But I witnessed Splatoon Raiders, so that was cool. So I hope anyone who did get it is enjoying it. It looks like a lot of fun for people that don't get 3D headaches. Sometimes your friends randomly turn into soap bubbles. It happens. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I love them. They are great. It happens. Yes, shout out for Wave. Absolutely. It is hot today. It's supposed to be hotter tomorrow. So I guess not much has changed since I've been gone. So there you have it. But it's okay. It's okay. I've not turned the desk fan on yet. I'm saving that as like a last resort because I really do not like the sound of it, even though it's quite quiet. And maybe I'm saving the planet by not using it. But yes, we will do some Ace Attorney. But I hope you guys have all been well. All right, let's do this. Continue. Yeah, see, I'm still in part 1. Absolutely. Oh, hello, Gumshoe. Okay, we found out Armstrong's secret. Okay, I actually have in my notes what Armstrong's secret is. Armstrong's secret is that he's in debt. It says $500,000 in debt, according to my notes, and I'm sure that I would never get that wrong. So I don't know what I'm gonna do now. No one's in the detention center. Okay. No one's there either. Okay. Oh, wait, we're not going anywhere there. All right. He's an Animal Crossing player. He must be. That's the only solution. I haven't opened Animal Crossing in so long. It's just the longer I leave it, the more guilty I'm gonna feel. It's like my villagers are gonna hate me, even though they don't hate you anymore. Oh yeah, Maya's employed now. I forgot she's employed. She's employed. Right. Oh yeah, I have his debt. Oh my goodness, I have his like evidence of his debt. That's so funny. Hey Maya, he's in debt. She doesn't care. She doesn't care that he's in debt, guys. I can't believe it. She actually doesn't care. Right, we're going back to my fave location. This is probably one of the best locations in the whole franchise, Vitamin Square. I mean, isn't that a dream destination? The old guy's not here anymore. Drat, I might still have some unanswered questions for him. What's this wrecked motorbike? I swear that wasn't there. A scooter, huh? Who'd leave it right in the middle of a park like this? Vitamin Square, our beloved. I know, right? It's just, I mean, it's just peak. The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been in an accident. It's totally wrecked. I love when they just play every sound effect they have in the game's files in rapid succession. That's a lot of That's probably a new record for What? Okay. What? Why are we bright red? That is just, that's like as red as the apple and the strawberry. Hey, what do you think you'd do with my bike? No, I was just... Oh my goodness. Oh, this must be fake Phoenix. He's got Phoenix hair. How did people think this was Phoenix? Oh. Excuse me? Thank you for the lurk, Iron Dragon. Enjoy your time in the shadows. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, what... Okay. You didn't. Why is he? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, he's literally literally. Okay. I'm gonna get my color picker out. Okay, my color picker. Okay. So the color he is. That's red. It's like basically the same color as the apple and the strawberry. Like, clearly all Phoenix's hair. Yeah. This is actually reminding me of a story that my parents like to tell me, which is one time my dad was picking me up from school when I was really little, and all points no was it, and you know, I spotted him. You know, you have to go find your parents at the playground or whatever. And my dad's like, "Oh, how'd you manage to find me? You know, I was quite far back and stuff." I went, "Oh, I recognized you by your T-shirt." You know the bit in Home Alone 2 where like he follows the wrong guy because he's wearing the same coat as his dad. I feel like this is too relatable. Sometimes plot, you know, the way they set up the plots in these movies is quite contrived, but I always understood Home Alone 2. Like, I understood why he followed the guy with the same coat as his dad, because I fear that was me as a child. So there. It's possible. It's possible. So maybe it's the same for Phoenix, right? They don't bother to look at his face. They're just like, yep, he's got the hair. That's Phoenix. Especially the judge. I wouldn't put it past. The judge would probably be like, that's Phoenix. It's got the same hair. Only one person's got hair like that, surely. Alright. He's been messing with my new ride? Is that what he's been doing? New ride? Isn't that kind of an old model? Ah, you're gonna pay for this. It wasn't me, I was just passing by. Oh my goodness, he said a naughty word, guys. That's not good. I literally just showed up. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna pay, apparently, guys. I'm gonna pay. No, wait a sec. I'm not a pigeon, so I couldn't have done it. Oh, like bird poo. So did Matt on guard. Yeah. That's true. Wise guy, eh? I have... That's great. This guy's great. Uh-oh. You better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then you're gonna pay. Oh dear. Actually, I'm a lawyer myself. What'd you say? I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Oh dear. Phoenix Wright? You say you, Phoenix Wright? Yeah, I am. So you're a wise guy too. Okay. Because I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. Oh no, I told you this guy's Phoenix Wright. What? Out of my way, I got a cruise. Oh my goodness, he just left. He's gone. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he? Surely. He wasn't anything like me. Guess I better make a note of the scooter. Yeah. Ah, pathetic. Oh my goodness, the old guy is back. Oh, it's you. A few friends from a little brat like that, and you look like a pigeon that's got seeds in its eyes. Have you been here the whole time then? I was in that strawberry. I had some thinking to do. That looks like a perfect place for thinking. You know, I agree. I think I would benefit from some thinking time in the strawberry. More like you had some cowering to do. Okay, I would also cower in the strawberry. Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? There you are, you filthy pigeons. You want food? Haha, take that. Oh yeah, psyche locks. What? Why are there 3 of them? I knew it. This old guy has got something to hide. Well, what could it be? Oh, let's find out. Oh, let's try to find out. Okay, I'm gonna write some notes. Old guy psyche locks. I mean, I don't really have anywhere else to go right now. It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much? Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants, to eat. To eat? Is that the whole truth? What do you mean? I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all. You insolent brat, how dare you accuse me? What proof have you got? I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to that place for its food. Oh. I don't know. All I have is that the owner is in debt. Yeah, I love going to this restaurant because the owner is in debt. I think this is the answer, guys. I love... What's the plate thingy? Oh, that's a good point. The lunch special costs $20, despite how unbelievably bad it tastes. Oh, do we just have to say the food's bad? Yeah, we just said the food's bad. The proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the lunch menu. That's a twin tea set. The food at Scapia is terrible and expensive. You're wrong. It's cheap. Huh? I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born other than feeding the pigeons. What a load of crock. The taste is another story, but the price is nothing to me. So, you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn? Exactly. I have so much cash, I go for a swim in my money vault every day. Unfortunately, that's a lie. What? You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. Wait, I had to prove this guy is broke? How am I gonna prove he's broke? Is that also inside the strawberry? Yeah, maybe we have to go find the proof that he's broke inside the strawberry. Like, maybe we need to have a think. I mean, I have the jars in debt, but that's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help at all. Right, let's go gather some more cues. The first part is the food. Food is smelly and bad. 2. Prove that he is broke. Wait! He was looking at job listings, wasn't he? Yeah, throw it away by the old man. Hang on, we can do that one. He must be unemployed, right? If he's got looking at a job listings magazine. Okay, wait, I can carry on. Right, let's try. Alright. 2026 economy reference. Job listing magazine. This is yours, right? My magazine! Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job? So what? So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money. Oh? I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Javachino. Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there? $8. Sorry. Hello? Is this, are we like... This is not $8 now. This is $8. This bro goes to Starbucks at Disney. What? Okay. What year did Ace Attorney 3 come out? We got to do some research here. What year? 2014. Wait, what? That's the trilogy. No, I meant the third one. Okay. 2004. Yeah, thanks, Wave, as well. 2004. Okay. Now I need to go find one of those things. Hang on, I'm gonna find those money in year converter. Like, I want to do like adjust for inflation, right? Yeah, inflation calculator. So, okay, I've got it. I'm on an inflation calculator. Let's have a look. Right. So, I don't know what let's just pretend it's £8 because I can't be bothered. 2004. Where's 2004? 2004. Cost today. Right. Excuse me? Sorry, 15 quid? For one cappuccino. Bro is forking out 15 quid for one cappuccino. Good. Good, great, nice, cool. Fantastic. Those had better be some golden beans. Starbucks in an airport, yeah. What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it? No, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking that it's overpriced. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great. No, it's not, but anyway, yes, that place has free newspapers to read every day. Newspapers? Exactly, they don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there. I'm sorry, sir, but there are no food papers to read at Très bien. Exactly, because we found a sports paper, but it was left by the victim, not by the place. It's all like, I forgot what it was in that shelf. Wasn't Felix's lunch? It was, oh, hang on. Felix's lunch was $20, which I'm going to simplify to £20 because I'm being lazy today. Yeah, not far off. £37.20 for the lunch special. I don't know if that included all the... That's tons for one part. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And it's not even good. It's not even good. This is awful. This restaurant is a rip-off. Take a look at this. What is it? It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Très bien. So, what of it? This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than 1 month ago. What? Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Alright, we're getting him. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? Okay, number 3, newspaper doesn't belong to the restaurant. Okay. I'm not hiding anything. I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go so much to Très bien is... maybe that because Jean is in debt. Maybe we'll go with that. I mean, I don't have anything else. Well, okay, it wasn't that. You're gonna have to kill this guy. Yeah, okay, well, we failed. That's okay. It's not the food, it's not the coffee, and it's not the newspapers. What else is there? Tell me, why are you so determined? Okay. Food, not the coffee, not the newspapers. It's not the job listings. Well, we don't really have anything. Unless it's the people. Oh my goodness. Has he got a crush on someone or something? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I guess we guess people one by one and see what happens. It was not Jean. Okay. Well, but he owns the place. Surely. Okay, well, maybe it's Maggie, which is quite creepy. But I don't have many options because I don't think it's any of the stuff. It was Maggie! Oh my goodness! Okay, we're closing the game. Right. That's enough. Game's over. Thanks for coming to the stream, everyone. All good. Old man moment. I tried to go for something a bit more reasonable. Like someone closer in age. Right? You know? But no. Big top sequel moment. Unfortunately. What are you asking me about that girl for? She was the waitress at Très bien. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress. But I don't recognize that face. And you are probably telling the truth here. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face. But at her outfit. What? What am I reading? What am I reading? That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. Hello? You know, I preferred calculating how much the food cost to this. That was more interesting. Okay, I'm not reading this out anymore. I can't with this. Can we please? Can we just break the psyche lock, please? I've had enough too. Thank you. I spent so much HP trying to choose reasonable options. What did I just read? Why is this... Why is there big top 2? Why can't we have, like... You know... Gaudy 2 or some nonsense? Why do we have big top 2? What am I doing here? So... Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Lock him up! Lock him up! Fine! I guess. Yes, you are. I agree. No. I didn't mean it like that! I even get one of those lousy cups of Javachino every time for $8. There's no way people would have survived to farewell my turnabout that's been put after Big Top. I know people would have rage quit the game. All because of the serving girl. Punish me! Lock me up! See? Lock him up! This is exactly what I said. Let's just do it. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like, you know. I have my doubts. You know how painful it is to be an old man like me. No, really, listen, sir. Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy, to show some respect. Victor Kudo. Okay, I don't care. I'm not giving you respect. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not. Okay, how old is he? That is nearly triple! Am I counting right? Oh my goodness, that is nearly triple. Alright. This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. How old is Wendy Oldbag? I don't remember. Was it triple Edgeworth? We've gone from maths fun to maths horrifying. We absolutely have. I don't even remember. How old is... Okay. Wendy Oldbag age. Wendy Oldbag, according to Ace Attorney fandom, says... Can I please have age? Not image. Not... I don't know if she... I'm not sure she has an age. Wendy Oldbag... She might be an ageless being. I'm not managing to find an age for Wendy Oldbag. If anyone does, let me know. But I think she may be an ageless being. You know, age may not be a concept that she, you know, reduces herself to. Okay, can we please hear your testimony? I don't believe this. I even broke his psyche locks and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Perpetually old, yeah. What on earth? Okay, well, I did all that for nothing, basically. What did I even... I'm gonna just present things. How old do you think... Exactly, that came up for me too. How old do you think Wendy Oldbag is? I think she has moved beyond space and time. That's what I think. It's like the reverse of Wave. Yeah. Yep. Nope. There we go. I did all this for nothing. I literally got nothing out of his psyche locks. This is ridiculous. What did I do all that for? Except trauma. Exactly. What did I get? What did I do all that for? Right. Let's go to the criminal affairs department and report him to Gumshoe. Gumshoe, we need to send the police on this man. He looks like one of those grouchy old man types. Yeah. It's okay though. I don't mind guys like that. But if he's involved in this case somehow, that's a different story. Sure. Here's a tip for you, pal. If you want to get information out of a guy like that, you're gonna have to find his weakness and try to get under his skin. His weakness? I wonder what that might be. I have a really sinking feeling about this. Involving my good friend Maya Fey, who is currently wearing a waitress outfit. Right, Maya. Oh, it's that old man! Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Who is... Wait, was he drunk when he wrote this one as well? Please tell me he was drunk when he wrote this one as well. We've been doing a lot of maths today. Some of it, well actually, there's not really been much fun maths because the maths about how much the food cost was quite scary as well. It is, yeah. They had time to re-go over it. Yeah. Doesn't mean I want to see it though. Doesn't mean I want to see it. You know. The main crux of the story would have been when he was drunk. Yeah. Oh, ouch! Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. The final case of the game is the best one. Okay, we'll think about that. I'm hyped for the final case. Sure, okay, I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can you go like that? I guess. Oh my goodness, help me. Oh, sir. You again. Wow. I see. Nick, his eyes are burning into me. Why are we subjecting my friend Maya Fey to this? It's okay. I think it's going pretty well. Yeah. Huh? You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright? Play on the slide? Ah, we were so close. Just a little more and you would have spilled. Oh my goodness. How can we crack this guy? Oh dear. Oh my goodness. It got worse. We are summoning Mia. We just gotta get to the last case. We just gotta get to the last case. Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. No thanks. He did think Maya was too young. Yeah, one positive. That's good at least. Even from beyond the grave. Wow. About the incident. You mean the man who died after drinking the Javachino? It's like he's a different person. It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange looking boy. The girl that took the Javachino over to him, you see. And was the customer alone? Definitely, he was the only person at the table. Then he took one sip of his Javachino and he said something like "Rah!" and then collapsed, dead. Oh, how terrifying. You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know. Oh dear. He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. Mia's documented age is between 24 and 27, so it's not that much better, that's true. Do you like the food at Trebia? Well, of course, I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London. Really? How interesting. Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Oh yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometimes. Sorry. The city. The city of France. Does he mean the city of Okay. Can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. Mia is getting you this evidence, Phoenix. You visit Trebia a lot, don't you? Of course, I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. Be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? England is my city moment, exactly. France is his city, guys. That's right, the man's an ex-con. No way! We're getting all the beef on this guy. Like, last week we found out he's in debt. And now we're finding out he's an ex-con. Oh my goodness. We shouldn't judge, though. We shouldn't judge. He's an ex-con? What did he go to prison for? Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh no, those eyes! I can't take this. Mia's really got this guy eating out of her hand. He steals things from his customers. He steals things from his customers. It's going in the notes. Oh my goodness, I closed my notes by accident. I can't. I need my notes, gang. Right. It's all good. It's all good. Can't believe the restaurant music has like permeated the park now. Okay. From his customers. Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear. Are you sure about this? Of course, he was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino. He really is a regular. Okay. He got arrested for it once. Interesting. Let me write you a little haiku about it. A haiku! A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that chef. Convicted before. A wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Wow. What an artist. People say that Trials and Tribulations is the best game, but maybe the first one is because it doesn't have a big top and big top big bro in it. That's true. If he takes anything again, you let me know. Oh my goodness. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant. Oh la la! Mademoiselle Maya, no! How can you leave me like this? Oh my goodness. Okay, are we gonna like ask you about your criminal record now or something? Or we're just not addressing that. I'm sorry. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a psyche lock of 3, didn't he? Oh my goodness, I had to do psyche locks as well. Okay. I'm going to have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Volunteers, of course! Oh dear, help me out. Okay, right. Let me save my game actually, because I'm pretty sure I'm in a good spot. Right. Here we go, Psyche Lock card. Because we didn't have the Magatawa last time. He stole it, basically. Here we go. Maggie's motive. Wow, he looks so grumpy. Oh, what is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Alas, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Huh? Oh, that was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? I mean, it's in red. It's going in the notes. The man who died here had a lottery ticket. Really? La man? I don't think he's a real French person. We would not be making these grammar mistakes. For $500,000! Oh my goodness. That's exactly the amount you're in debt by. How interesting. La dead guy. Me too, me too. $500,000! Oui, but after that incident, this ticket, it disappeared. The ticket disappeared? For $500,000. Disappeared after... I bet he stole it. It's exactly the amount he's in debt by. This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. Sorry, but we don't even know if it was $500,000. We just know it could have been $500,000. That's so bad. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Mais alors, you've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me? And I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. Oh, Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability it was you. Wow, we broke one. Wow, that is one piercing scream, even for a man like him. Mais pourquoi moi? Why? You have no evidence. I am not Nasty Mask. I'm not the kind of person who steals the property of others. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. The haiku. What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it and put some feeling into it. Hello, Unfailing Hat. We are trying to get information out of this chef by telling him that he has been stealing from his customers, and the evidence that we have for this is a haiku that a really creepy old guy wrote for us when we went to the park. And that's what's been happening in Ace Attorney today. I hope that you've been well. What is even happening anymore, guys? What is even happening? Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu, le mensonge, you are the liar. You deny it? Do not make la false accusations, s'il vous plaît. La false accusations. Everything is feminine now in French. We're not following the grammatical rules of the language. It is all feminine now. So, and singular. No plurals either anymore. So do you have any proof? I want to see la incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. La find the contradiction, exactly. Well, you stole my Magatama, so... It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama, and I found it in your kitchen. No! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. Not mine. I didn't break any windows. Oui. I have a weakness for la little trinkets and la figurines. La little trinkets and la figurines. Me too, but I don't steal them from my customers. My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? Oui, it is la truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time, it was not la small trinket, oui. It was $500,000. You don't la steal from la customers? Mais no, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Yeah, you do. Really now? Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you are in desperate need of a large amount of cash of $500,000 to be precise? This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? Ah, you have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? The only thing we're breaking is Psyche Lock. Exactly. It took you so long to write because you forgot what it was called. That's so real. The annoying locks that are very difficult sometimes. But this one wasn't too bad. Oh, destroyed. We win. We're winning. Unlock successful. Woo! Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. Okay, so it was... Victim had a winning. Okay, it was a winning one. Because that's what I was saying. I was like, oh, how do you know if it's winning or not? How did you know he had something like that in the first place? See, man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece. Maggie said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. Okay, right. Was listening to radio with earpiece. Winning number announced on the news. Interesting. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted. And the ticket? Oui, he had all of his tickets spread out on that table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I... You're gonna say la winning numbers as a joke, but they literally beat... Yep. So you put the poison in his coffee? No. Oh no, you naughty man. Okay, so you didn't poison him. Someone put poison in his coffee. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? La victime collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right? How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true. I did not take it. That ticket for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. Mais non, ma fille. It was not... Huh? Ah! Oh my goodness, Godot is here? He said, that's enough. What in the heck are you doing here? Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. Hi, Godot. He came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds? Hi, Godot. I know, right? Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the tickets on the day in question. One of the victim's tickets on the day in question. You're thinking this is the last place he's been. I know. For a coffee enthusiast to have such bad coffee. For like £1 million as well. I am the airhead, no. Just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. He had the wrong ticket. Okay. Armstrong stole a ticket, but it was the wrong one. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So the ticket he took was worthless? Not quite. He did win something. $1. Oh no, he only won $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I had nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal? Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Oh man. Voila! You two, time to laugh at the pretty little airhead. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Threw it into the trash. That's real. That's so real. Into the trash. I love it. Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go? I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, anyway, in the trash where Victor belongs. Yeah, can we throw him into the trash? We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. To be continued. Okay, well, that was the investigation. Yay. I'm having fun. It is only slightly cursed. Oh, part 2. It's not like a split up one. Part 2. This is giving me hope that it's going to be short. Time for the trial. La trial, if you will. Alright, let's go. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggie! Ah, Detective Gumshoe! Are you doing alright? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let them get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger! And you! Yes? You better square this case away. Got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right? Yup. So, you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm going to be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? Yeah, at least Gumshoe's eyebrow-raising crush is made out of respect and care. Yes, that's true. Also, I'm pretty sure we did the maths and it wasn't that bad. Anything's better than... Okay, 32 and 20... Yeah, that's not too bad. Compared to... Like, that's fine. That's fine. And he's nice about it. And he likes her as a person and not because she's a waitress, you know. These are good points in Gumshoe's favor, you know. Goat shoe, if you will. We're big Gumshoe fans around here. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. Okay, I'm going to turn my desk fan on. It is hot. Alright. We're in court. We're in court. Let's go. Yup. Exactly. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Alright. When you're ready, Godot. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Ah! What's wrong? Nothing, it's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You're talking to me!" It was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. Godot really hates me. Sad face. Love really hates him, I agree. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial, nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Oh, he looks like an abandoned puppy! Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Yep. He looks like the pleading face emoji. He totally does. He totally does. Got his name and occupation switched up. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday. Sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who's on the initial investigation is tied up with another case now. I heard Gumshoe's really got everything under control for everyone's sake. I see. Sorry, Detective Gumshoe. Would you outline for me, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elk. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. Blue Screen of Death! This guy was fated to die. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence. Yep, died of potassium cyanide. Hang on, I need to read this. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. Isn't that the one that people had the taste of cinnamon? I don't actually know. Died of potassium? Okay then. I don't actually know. I'm not a big poison expert. Isn't it almonds? Ooh, maybe. I don't know. My poison knowledge is very limited. If someone looks it up and lets me know, I'd be very interested. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. The incident, here we go. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elk, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison are found in his coffee cup. What we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. Oh, okay, it was almonds, alright. And it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of a motive. Glenn Elk is a palindrome. Oh my goodness, it is! That's so cool. That's so cool. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts in this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but you used to be a palindrome. Back in the day. Yes? Please, no intimidation tricks this time round. Is this understood? I already told you that wasn't me! Alright, here we go. Now you are a worm. And that is a great thing to be. Some kind of a motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown away out of proportion. Objection. You know what my golden rule is, detective. Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to choke you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe! They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Huh. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket! Oh my goodness, he even found the clip. The clip from a movie, wow. One of the female officers found it while she was conducting a search of the defendant. Oh, winning lottery ticket found during a search of the defendant. Oh dear, this is quite bad. What? Dude, what are you kidding me? Order, order! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too, but it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. You really think there are any contradictions in his testimony? To be honest, I don't know. But Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'd be forming a united front, right? How will we win the case if he doesn't throw us a line? I don't have a whole lot of options right now. The best I can do is gather the facts together, I guess. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. And what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. The two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Okay, well, why don't we? Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way? Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Très bien, trite. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? They could be hiding under it. It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece. What should I do? Okay, we're just gonna press. And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? Alright. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Completely zoned out reading about poison. Real. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Took coffee black. Poison equals powdery substance. Oh, it seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. What proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooled in the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? Oh dear. We're so cooked. This! Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first degree burns? Oh dear. Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it. Okay. Coffee stain on victim's... on rim of victim's mug. It's definitely his best sprite. His little eye, his eyes go all big and like, ooh, it's very fun. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this! Oh dear, it was so cooked, it was so cooked. For the record, the only prints of the cups are the victims and the defendants. Okay, only prints were victim and defendant. But you don't have to touch the cup to put poison in it. You could just put like hold it over, you know? Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. Oh no, the defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie started to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final, decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie! This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? No. Oh no. Huh, it seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. It's too light to be blood. Yeah, it is quite pale, isn't it? Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else, I presume you mean? Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The pocket! A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. Oh no. Oh no. What? Oh. That's sub-ideal. Yeah. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. And Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. Oh dear. What? Why did they have all this killer evidence, you know, like, and they just didn't tell me? Order, order, order! The court will accept these items as evidence. Something's still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain is smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. Nobody told me anything about a bloodstain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some of her apron while taking some on their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again. They'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. Ugh, I thought everyone knew what it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. La ketchup, exactly. Well, Wright, it seems you really are a phony after all. Ah, you really know the driving man nuts! Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. No, it's not old. It's not old. Don't worry about it. It's still like young, if you will. The crime was reported at 2:25 PM by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and a bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Well, we had to figure out that there's something else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured a prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Wright. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin. Okay, I think I have something. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah, interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah, the one the restaurant owner took? He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh? And they're just going to let him get away with it? It was just $1, detective. I guess no one cares when it's that little, except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. We can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been! Okay, so they don't care about the ticket that was missing. Okay. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe. There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them and seeds. Seeds. It was nothing. I caught each one of my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot could avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. Oh, you're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about the investigation. About is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Oh dear. He didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents. Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I still think I'm onto something here. Wait a sec. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified in this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. Okay, victim apparently didn't have any form of ID. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with a lottery ticket. Seems Mr. Glenelg visited his doctor before he went to Trebia. We got the victim's name from his medical records as the doc who prescribed him the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. Okay. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Very interesting. Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty? Huh. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate are you, Wright? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective? But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey, yeah, you nailed it, pal! It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes! Keep up with this crazy testimony, Detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So tried. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to if I had any. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness. Okay. So the only thing we haven't pressed on that we could press on is the, health insurance, I guess. That seems a bit nothing. Wait, I think I might miss the, Oh, we don't get the bit about the empty bag anymore. Okay, what does the bag say besides that? It's just his name. It doesn't even say the name of the medicine. That is not very helpful. What if it was potassium cyanide in the bag, you know? So there is definitely that Maggie passed out and that someone could have planted it. Yeah, but I don't know why, why or how, because like we don't have any evidence to support that, which is not great. It's not fabulous. I don't really see anything amiss in this picture. Not really, no. It's just gonna be a pain. Maybe we'll need it later. The time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30. They said he was a bit late to report it because he had to find a telephone box or something. Hey, so I actually... Okay, this is a stretch, but like, don't you need ID to go get your medicine? Bit of a stretch, But like, he had his prescription and they're saying, oh, he went to the doctor beforehand, but like, they ask for your name and address. So he didn't need ID. I don't know. I'll look it up. Maybe in the US you need ID. Do you need ID to collect a prescription? You might. I don't know. I felt that's such a stretch. It's such a stretch. It's such a stretch. But like, it's kind of all I have. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't good. Well, I gave it a try. Okay. Because Phoenix says he thinks he's onto something when you talk about the identification. So... I don't know. I feel like it's something to do with that, but... But what? There's 500,000 crossed out there. I don't know if that's even relevant right now. Yeah, I'm stumped. I'm stumped too. I was thinking it would be something to do with the ID. I have been looking at this bit for a little while. Welcome back also. Maybe a hint? I was thinking it's to do with the ID because Phoenix says that he's onto something when you do that part. And we did get the new evidence, which is the prescription bag. The empty prescription bag. I don't know if he got prescribed potassium cyanide or not. How many lines? 6 of them. Do I need to make him say more? I thought I pressed on everything. I thought. Oh, is the new? Oh, he put new info in the sick one? I didn't read that. Oh dear. You gotta be kidding me. So, oh yeah, of course. The medicine must be missing. He said there was nothing missing, but like the medicine is missing. There we go. Ah, thanks for the hint wave. Right. Boom, first objective of the day. Bit late. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh ho, finally! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testify that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Trebia. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal! Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. I was saying the missing prescription could have been the poison, but then I didn't know how to express this. Order, order! Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic or the prescription bag, if you will. If it is Hottie Clinic, I will... What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic? Otolaryngological? Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. Oh, okay, right. Victim ruptured his eardrum in a fight the day before. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What on earth? Given a cream to be applied topically inside his ear canal. What? It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you've read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Interesting. Yes, here it is in very, very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Ugh. It seems this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No! Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. She's right. Oh my goodness, we're in so much trouble. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Yeah, let's push the issue. Why not? Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seemed Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. Right, let me add an objection because he did object there. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. Objection! It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. Ah! That's enough. Mr. Godot is a detective, the only witness the prosecution wishes to call. Mr. Godot? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater. Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Yay! Good job, Nick! The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Okay, in that case, I will go and fill my water bottle up in a moment. Well, let's be safe. Phew, that was close. I know, right? That was terrifying. Right, I'm saving and I'm gonna go. I'll be back in a few minutes. I've got to go fill up my water bottle. So see you in a little bit. Alright gang, I am back. Have filled up my water bottle. You know, stay hydrated gang. Especially if it's hot where you guys are right now. And we'll be continuing with the next part of the trial. After court's little recess, if you will. Okay, here we go. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me, but he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe. So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo, lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. I bet he's going to be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending bird seeds. I don't know if we can, but we shall find out. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind. The name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation? Gah, listen, young one. How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Kimono embroidery? That's what I do, or did, back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors embroidered kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he can embroider my costume sometime. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working at the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness. Were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino. Seeds? What do you think these are, I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Did I? Oh yes! Oh yes I did, I saw it all! Then please, tell the court. We're all ears. Sure, I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. Ah, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. Let's talk of old-fashioned ones, Newfangled? All this talk of radios and glasses, it's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me? Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, here we go. I feel like I spotted a few things already, or we shall see. So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenn Elg? I wanted to know if Gutson Braun retained his championship or not. So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question. There are partitions between tables on the same side of the restaurant, right? So what if there are? If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct? God, I go to that place to drink Javachino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at. You mean you go there to either waitress? Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I. Dot every T. Cross every I. Yeah. Checks out. I see. My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving. Twitch.t. Exactly. I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out waitress. Like, get him, Phoenix. Get him. And I saw what the serving girl put into the Javachino as well. But I know what's coming up and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure. Very conspicuously put some white powder. What if it was sugar? What if it was sugar, huh? Did she really put that into the coffee? You doubt me, boy? She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Couldn't she have been adding sugar? Sugar in a small brown bottle like that? Like that. Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps? Oh, there it is. That's the one. That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? Oh. He took just one sip? You young'uns, you waste everything. Those Javachinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drunk every last drop, even the cup, and then died. Congratulations, you have earned the title of battiest man to grace a courtroom. Great, that was a good one. So it was an immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible. Oh yes, he slumped over without so much as a twitch. I felt the Javachino I just drank turned sour in my stomach. Oh yes, I know that feeling. Oh my goodness, he was bonkers, but he was acting. I feel like this guy is just like this. And the waitress, I presume she is... You said, I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you could identify her by? Particular features? It's just grace, that's what it is. Sorry. You can see all the way up to her... You know, she's practically naked in that uniform. Objection! So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? Oh dear. That anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me! Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. Nick, now is not the time. We don't have time to be dressing up as a waitress. We have to solve this case. Yeah, there are other things I recognize about her too. He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press harder. I don't think he knows her face. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mrs. Kudo, those other features that you recognize about the defendant. I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. Alright, what were they? I remember that her hair and her apron straps were loose. Yeah. You don't even think you need to ask someone's painted the judge's image of the real world. Someone's done it. Multiple have done it. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. God, as if I wouldn't remember that. The witness noticed the straps on the accuser's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right, I can even tell you the colour of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this, somehow. Mr. Kudo, you seem especially interested in straps. Why is that? What? The ribbon in her hair? The straps on her apron? What's the fascination? Fascination? Oh dear. People have all... This is embarrassing me. This is not embarrassing the witnesses. This is embarrassing me. Okay, thanks, Goodo. We don't need to embarrass the witness. Okay, this is a 12. I'm so sorry. People that are 12, please. I'm so sorry. I swear it was a 12. Is there any relevance to the witnesses? No, thank you. No, okay. You're just curious. But he said it a lot of times for someone who doesn't. Do you think old CD really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. I guess. Hey, did I just say something clever? I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie. That's what we have to figure out, Nick. Peggy 12. Okay, we will ask about the other bit. And hope that it's not as cursed as that.
Objection.
The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. Oh, that's smart. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Okay. That's interesting.
Objection.
Huh. He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But that this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment! I tell you I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons! I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it, soon it'll get even longer, I bet. You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the witness's face, yes? No question about it. I didn't come this far to back down now. Victor Kudo never backs down. That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay. This has turned into a matter of pride for old CD now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not. Like I thought, we need some concrete proof of this. Proof that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front. Do you think old CD... Okay, well, there we go. Nothing that caught his interest. She's got glasses and stuff. Like, nothing? Have you seen her?
Objection.
Oh no, is that not good enough? Okay. Oh, the apron! Hang on!
Objection.
The apron. The apron. Her apron was all messed up. He should have noticed that if he saw her from the front. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. Of course, exactly. I was like, oh, she's got glasses. Like, oh no, it's the apron. God, that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you halfway to clot. He's cooked. What? What is it? Ever since I said you halfway to clot, there's been an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. Huh? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if he had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oops. Witness, you can't just oops your way out of this. Well, well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Wright. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Grabs. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggins in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted. He can't remember. Probably like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well, let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Oh dear. What on earth is this trial? He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we gonna handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that this old man's memory is shot. Just trip and bucking me, isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Here we go, cross-examination time. Let me save my game. Spectacles. Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish, that's why I remember him so well. That is not green. That is blue. That's not green! I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance. It's also not broken, yeah. We better come for something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't even read about fidgeting, How was I supposed to be able to read the back page of all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Hudson Braun retained his championship title. It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? What do you look at me like that for, How dare you judge me? Oh no, I'm judging you. Full judgment. Hudson Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. The wireless? The decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you feel sorry for me? Ow. You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw from the front or from behind? My eyes don't lie. Ow. I better not push it until I got some hard evidence. His free hand. Yes. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before, Clothiers? I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which hand was it, you moron? Ow. Perhaps the great Mr. Wright has 3 hands. Yeesh, I was only asking. Don't need to gag up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory is more holes in a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do. Even the smallest detail. We just need to make one mistake and he's ours. Like he picked up the coffee with his right hand. But that's such a stretch. Because that looks like... He's not even holding the newspaper. He's not even holding the newspaper. Look at that. He's not even holding the newspaper.
Objection!
Too much of a stretch. Oh, okay. Fine. He wasn't even holding the newspaper in the picture though. Hang on. If he was straining to hear it, but then he also could see the newspaper, he'd have to be sitting at one of the tables like across. How loud was this volume in his earpiece, right? Like, you can't see it and listen. You can't see the newspaper and hear it. Like, you have to be one or the other, I think. Is that too much of a stretch? Because, like, he said he could barely hear it. But if he was sat at the table opposite, then he might not have been able to hear it at all, you know? I don't have many lives left, so I should probably think about it a bit more. But yeah. Basically, I want to say, well, where are you sitting, pal? I mean, there's a lot of things wrong, but there's not even a saucer here. Like, what's the point? Very interesting. Thank you so much for the sub, Worm. Oh my goodness, you've been subscribed for 31 months. That is a ridiculous number of months. That is... Oh my goodness. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If only that gave me the power to solve this case. Windy! Absolutely a time to send Windy. 100%. Oh my goodness. Like a hint. I think I would. I have one. Oh, I first thought it would be the picture being like, well, there's loads of things that are wrong. My current theory is that he couldn't have both seen the newspaper and heard the radio if he really was sitting at the tables, right? Because I feel like the tables on the other side of the room are a bit far to be hearing exactly what's playing on his earpiece. It's an earpiece, right? And he also seemed to know what the newspaper was. But I don't think that's even the aim is the issue, because it's supposed to be, we're supposed to find a contradiction in what he said. I mean, I suppose there's the spectacles, but I don't know, like, there is the spectacles and how they're just not... The answer's a bit pedantic. Yeah. I mean, I also thought about the handedness. I also thought a bit about the handedness. Well, I think it's fine, actually. There's also, okay, this is really silly. The cup is in a saucer, like, that, okay, that doesn't, that's kind of, okay. Of his free hand. His free hand. Because he was supposedly also holding the newspaper. Was he? I've got hands. So he had a newspaper in his right hand. He picks up the cup with his left hand. That would be his free hand, right? Piece of evidence that doesn't line up with free and not free. It can't be. It can't be the way round the cup is in this picture, can it? That would be awful, because that you lift it with your right hand. Because I tried to do the picture. Because I was like, oh, the cup is nearer his right hand, and also we can't even see the newspaper in this photo. But that was too much of a stretch. So I thought it would be something like that. It would correspond to the fingerprints. Oh, of course. We would know what hand it would be from his fingerprints, right? Right, we would know what hand from his fingerprints. I'm doing well, thank you, and Failing Hat. It's this case is bit of a roller coaster ride, but it's interesting, and it's nice to be hanging out with you all. I missed you last week. But yeah, we'll try the cup. It's the cup. Okay, it's the cup. Right. Thanks, guys. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory. I tell you nothing. If I've got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Care to tell us where this is going, Wright? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. God, what is this? Kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see... Oh, yay! He was holding it that way round with his right hand because the stain is... Oh, okay, yeah. So it was kind of to do with where the handle was. That the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you need those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. Wait! If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony? That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-head yahoo who are at fault. Who, me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man. Been around for 68 years I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot? But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Oh no. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as his green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. We noted the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. Sorry, programmers have this small computer monitor? I want one of them then. That's pretty sick. I don't have one of them. Sorry, a small computer monitor often used by programmers. I've got to get me one of these. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HTTV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. Looks like a plotline where he'll download RAM at some point. Exactly. Knows it a fact. A good old black and white. You know what they used to call people who used the Google Glass? Oh my goodness, I remember the Google Glass. Let me find a picture. It was a mega flop. I don't know what they called people, though. Let me find a picture of... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is... I don't know if this is the original Google Glass now that I come to think of it. I'm trying to find the, like, original... Yeah, I think I found an original Google Glass picture. Hang on. There we go. Look at that. You wonder if he was cheating the lottery. You know what? That's actually really valid. It's a little bit unflattering. Well, we usually stick to the age rating of the game. So if it's fine for a 12-year-old... I know this case is pushing it, but if it's fine for a 12-year-old, it's fine. Unflattering. But there we go. That's the OG Google Glasses. I think they're actually trying to revive them with AI and stuff in them now, something like that. But these are the OGs, and they flopped. They flopped big time. All right. So the victim was wearing an HMD. Hey, okay. It was done at the back, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on his left side? No question. I can only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. Do you get dehydrated if you wear AI glasses? You should. You should. What is it? I think there's the Meta Ray-Bans now. Oh, you looked it up? Okay, maybe I will look it up. I will look it up after the stream. How about that? From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. Okay. Must have been sitting at right on the borderline. Right, we'll leave it then. If in doubt, leave it out, as they say about whether to put things in the recycling or not. It's a play on words, I see. It seems he kept an eye on Mr. Glenn Elg. He was getting on my nerves, rushing that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying from what's in pajama chino. I wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. Just looking at it made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. I could have choked. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch it with? Yeah, if it wasn't, I see. I think I've heard enough. We'll leave it out. And those who are curious about this unflattering term could go look it up, and I'll look it up after the stream. You're one of those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket, or fastens your left cuff with your right hand. And when the tour guide says, on your right side, you'll see the famous blah blah, you're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you? No, I didn't mean... Obviously, he used the hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece was in. Ow! So, if he had the HMD on his left side, then it was his left hand, I guess. You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo. That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play on me. It looks like he really did see the guy picking the cup up with his left hand. This is a dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy's telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right. The Chuck evidence at him until he breaks. But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? I'm saving my game. Okay. His left hand. Well, maybe that's not his cup. Maybe that's not his cup then. It's just a different cup. Or maybe he just held it funny. The game has definitely been pushing the boundaries of 12 today. That's for sure. Maybe it's like, you know when you watch older movies and they're like, oh yeah, it's a PG. And then some crazy stuff happens and you're like, hang on, this was PG? Like, movies in I think the 80s and 90s, they were a lot... They kind of didn't really care. Or maybe it was less strictly defined, the age ratings, or... Maybe people weren't that bothered what their kids were watching, because I'm pretty sure I've watched older 12s that would probably be 15s today, and PGs that would be 12s today. If it was Persona, it would be fine. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm just not familiar with this at all. I just remember hearing about it and being like, haha, they look funny. I didn't give it any more thought at the time. I think this was in what? When were the original Google Glasses anyway? I'm trying to find out. They were in 2013. They do look pretty futuristic and stuff. Yeah, they do. Like you're gonna be like going, computer, tell me about this thing I'm seeing right now. Like, they definitely got more style than the Meta Ray-Bans, which just look like chunky, ugly glasses. Computer. Yes, I'm seeing where it comes from, roughly. But yeah, I guess it has more style points than the smart glasses on the market today. That being said, I don't find myself too enthusiastic about them. Okay, so he's saying the left hand basically. The earpiece on the same side. I still don't think it's green, pal. I think that's blue, but that's on me. And his left eye and his left eardrum. And his ruptured eardrum, yeah. There's very little good, yeah. But I haven't really seen much good come out of them so far. It's been quite bad. I get feeling of it all the time. Discontinued 2022. I thought I saw something that they're trying to bring them back. Yeah, exactly. I think they could be very good accessibility tools with enough polish and all that, but I don't see people talking about those uses of the smart glasses these days. Is the issue. Okay. I mean, we're kind of stuck. I mean, I'm supposed to find a contradiction, but, or something. Just pressing didn't do anything. I think I pressed on all of these. Let me see that seating plan again. Yeah, he would have only seen the left side of his head because that's how he was sat, right? Because if we combine that with the photo, you see he's sitting there, so you'd only see the left side of his face. So you would see the earpiece, and you would see the left hand.
Hold it! Hold it!
I'm just double checking it in case I missed something.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Alright, this one's a night. Okay. Also his left eardrum was ruptured, so I guess that's probably why he was fiddling with it. Yeah. It's probably something with the medicine. Because they said he managed to put the medicine a bit in his ear. Right? They said he managed to put the medicine in his ear. I have that written down. Because it has to be applied topically, blah 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 blah. I'm wondering if we can be like, oh, maybe some of the cream got in the coffee. That's such a stretch. I don't know. I don't think that's it, but I think the fact that it's his left eardrum that was ruptured as well, and it brings us back to the medicine. That's important, I think. I don't know what to present for that, because my options to present something for that are his profile, which says his left eardrum was ruptured, and the medicine, or the prescription bag, because that's what we talked about what the medicine actually was. I also don't know when to mention that. I'm definitely close now. So why would he be wearing an earpiece in a ruptured eardrum? That doesn't sound right at all.
Objection!
His eardrum was ruptured. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question, you could look me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Huh? Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. It's more proving he's unreliable. Yeah. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pretty pigeon! Oh dear. Order! The witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot? Ah, a single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? He's got no drip. This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down, I know I'm right. Lad drip. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip of the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw.
Objection!
Objection. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection.
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this.
Objection!
Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. I can't speak. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court, but to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did he have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, you can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Alright, we survived. Oh, hold it. Wait, if we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo. Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there, I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? No, you can't get me. I'm up here in my judge place. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else this court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I don't want another crack at you, young shock. Me? He's looking at me like I'm sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening. Aha, you better get ready, youngster. Get the picture, just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Here we go. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, That's why you can see the vase in the picture. The vase is in the picture! So either someone tampered at the crime scene or he just made that up. Is that all? Yes, I remember it perfectly. Yeah, you doubt me again? You're doubting a poor defenseless old man? No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what, probably? That's all I can think of, and I had to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain, that's all you can think of. That's all you can think of. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. I'm gonna go straight in with the photo.
Objection!
Can't be bothered to press on all this. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Grandad. I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch. Ow! Speedrun gaming. Enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes, go on. The broken vase. It was on my table. What? Ah, well, you see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed, so I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table. Okay, so vase on Kudo's table broke. Yes, it was on my table, and that's how my groin came to be Okay, good for you, good for you, good for you. Okay, fine, I don't care anymore. Can we finish this trial, please? I don't want to read any of it. Okay, sometimes you gotta home XA. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. He's got more to say. No. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Oh dear. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I'm still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we've heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. This is not a good case for people who have... Is this worse than Big Top? That guy was worse than Big Top. Wow, Nick, you did it! I've therefore required both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarised it accordingly into this statement. See you in a bit, Worm. Thank you very much for stopping by. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Godot's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Oh, Director Hottie! Yes. I actually think he might be worse than Director Hottie. Okay. You know what? We can't decide. We're going to run a poll. Who is worse? Director Hottie. Victor Kudo. I don't know. That's a bar. I'm not sure. I'm going to we can run a 10-minute poll. Have lots of time to think. You guys tell me what you think. Who is worse? Director Hottie or Victor Kudo? I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. My gut reaction is that Kudo is worse. But actually, now that I come to think, Hottie was also really, really bad. So I feel like I spent less time having to talk. Did Director Hottie ever testify? Because I feel like I never. And I think he did testify, but I think I kind of got through his bit quickly. Yes, Hottie wasn't mentally well. Yeah. It still doesn't give him an excuse to be a creep. But, you know, he was a patient in the hospital that was masquerading as a doctor. This guy's out and about. This guy's out and about. He's writing a haiku about the case. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Someone's voted Victor Kudo. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I promise. I'm sorry. Well, this isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. This court is adjourned. To be continued. Alright, I guess we'll just do some investigation before I end stream today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready for Big Top 2. Let me tell you that. Ooh, it's a tie right now. If people are voting, let me know if you have any reasoning for who is worse. Because I would be curious to know. So how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon. That the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah! We gotta find one for Maggie or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. Wow, genius. Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be a très bien. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Sin Hyop, you know, like what he's like and stuff? Oh yeah, I always forgot about that guy. Yeah, it's that guy. I didn't like him either, so. He's totally Phoenix, right? Yeah. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Hey, I'm walking here! Oh, you did? What did you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fiona. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know? Right, we'll have to come back. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Calling the officers for the briefing, quick! Can't you shut down the station server? Chief, quit playing on the internet! But my email pen pan oh my goodness. Got the leech speak in there. Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No! Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy. More like panicking if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. Ooh. Something big is going on in Criminal. I can't spell. Criminal Affairs Department. Interesting. Even pickpockets will have their pockets picked. Real. That's a keeper. Better to go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. There's the chief. He's so sad. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports. Just a suggestion. How are you? I'm okay. How was this chosen? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. I know, right? He does nothing. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute. That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police. So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief? Yup, meet the pink badger. So one's called Blue and the other's called Pink, but they're both called Badger? You got it. They're married. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for you. We had this dialogue already, but it's so funny. So I had to play it again. Okay, well, I guess we'll come back here another time. Guess we're off to Trebia then. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. Hey, that sounds like there's always time for Blue Badger, real. And I'll just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. Ah, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know? You always blow up my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you about me? I mean... Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean, I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that. Oh, Gumshoe. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. Oh, I feel so bad. Okay, gang. I don't know what to vote in the poll. Because it's coming at time near the we're getting to nearly the end of the poll, and I still don't know who's worse, Hottie or Kudo. I'm worried that recency bias is gonna make me vote Kudo. Like, because I remember everything he said because I've just played it now, but it's been a while, fortunately, since I've interacted with director Hottie. You know what? You know what? I'm voting Victor Kudo. I'm voting Kudo. Right, lunch special. So, did you like the twin tea set? I never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for $20, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. I just realized. It's bad! That's it! It tasted bad! It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid $20 for it, you know? Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. Alright, gang. Victor Kudo wins, but it's only because I voted for him, so it's pretty much a tie. They're just both bad. They're just both bad. Hey, Nick. Maybe that's why Glenn Elg came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin T set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glenn Elg, that reminds me, we still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? Okay, we will in a bit. So what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing really. It was just the daily exercise show. He was listening to the lottery numbers for sure. It was totally the lottery numbers. It was the lottery numbers. Why is there a psyche lock? What is this? Why is there a psyche lock? This lunch special's lobster sure is great. Why are there tears in your eyes? Gumshoe, you wouldn't. Why am I having to do a psyche lock about everything? Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not going to tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you tried to win big, just like Glenn Elg did. It's like you can see right through me. Oh my goodness. Easiest psyche lock ever. See, pal? That's why I said it was nothing. Take it I'm not a fan of psyche locks then. I struggle with them. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. Once with everyone in the lottery. So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so bad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elk, see? And they got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah. What time is it now? Oh, it's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Okay, so Glenn Elk was listening to the lottery numbers when he was killed. 1:30 every day. Millionaire Radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? Ugh, he wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elg worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Alright. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That posture. We are definitely in a computer company. Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer farm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Oh my goodness. They got a robot lady? Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Okay, maybe it's not a robot lady, just a lady in high-tech clothes. Who is this woman? She's like a robot for some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. Director? Okay, she's human. She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Oh, I understood that one. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Elg's? That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's a HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry. I think so, yeah. And then deliver optimum... What is it? Where's the name? Lisa Basil. Yeah, Lisa Basil. That's a palindrome as well. That's very cool. And then deliver... Wait, was it age question mark? That's so real. And then deliver optimum operating systems and source level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. Okay. This is important because I think there was a CD at the crime scene. Blue Screens Inc. distributes the software on CDs. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time slice in common areas of... Oh my goodness. He just yapped. He just said computer words for a bit. What an absolute nothing burger. Well, you get properly busy working there. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah! Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. If it's Emma, in this case, you called Emma same. Yeah. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. Guess there might be a clue here somewhere. About Mr. Elg, he was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Ouch. That feeling when there are 1 or 2 bugs in your personality. He's never recovered. I mean, he's already dead. But if he was alive, that would have killed him again, I think. Oh, like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. I've got to find out what his trouble was exactly. Then Elg got into trouble because he was a loser, according to Lisa. About Mr. Elg, was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser? Sluggy locks. 3? Yeah. 3 psyche locks. I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man of his own pile of secrets. Right, let's examine his desk first before we start nagging. Whoa, look at his desk, Nick. What a mess. That's pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done if everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, it's Canada. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. Okay. Very interesting. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. I forgot that, so good that they mentioned it. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says, meet with the tiger. That's totally fake, the fake phoenix. The tiger? Okay. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the pro in programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, I think that that's the tiger, because he had a tiger on his jacket. Yeah, it's a good idea. Maybe I could become Old Seed, his apprentice. And what about your spirit medium training? Hey, look, Nick! It's a supercomputer. It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. Real talk, Phoenix! Real talk! That explains why we don't use the computer in our office. You work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. Those pillars almost look like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling. Nah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever word I'm looking for. This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Actually, maybe I should try and do a text-to-speech. What is it? No. Yeah, a text-to-speech voice for her. That would be funny. Okay. I just need to channel that into... It's all in the intonation. Yes, we tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. Okay, that's a bit better. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. Look at those cables on the floor. Wait, all these post-its. Thank you, Wave. Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. Okay. Over 500, wow. This many tickets would get you what? A buck down at the recycling centre? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you tried to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Very interesting. Okay, we don't get to inspect the cables on the floor. Right, now let's try and do some psyche locks. Glenn's troubles. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. If Mr. Elk's troubles have something to do with this, I'm gonna say the betting stuff. What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling centre. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on other misfortunes is immoral. Did I say that? I did the wrong voices. Whatever. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Whatever. Right. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, he had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? It was also to lottery tickets. The lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? No! You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. The tiger. Mr. Elg met with someone on the day he was killed. He even made a note on his calendar about the meeting. Meet with the tiger. What is the relevance of that? Are you trying to suggest that Glenn was meeting him to discuss his debt? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I've never heard anything about this tiger before. Maybe he's not even human. Maybe he really is a tiger. I'm no programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such messed up logic? In that case, I think it's time to introduce you to the tiger. Oh, I don't know the tiger. I don't have the tiger yet. I don't think I have the tiger. Okay, so we need to progress on Lisa's psyche lock. We need to introduce her to the tiger. We don't have him in the court record. Okay, well that's good. His bike is here. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway, at least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey, check this out. I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you, otherwise he might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine, a tiger loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too, don't lose hope. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. We don't know who that is. I'll be back next month. Oui, naturellement. I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. No, stop it, I beg you. And don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Mais non, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no, you don't have to worry. You know, you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is like oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. Oh dear. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. Okay, great. Oh. Oh la la. Excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! My eyes! My eyes all day. Your eyes. If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this. La oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is a perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. But you got a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right, business is very difficult these days. Perhaps that the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is tray. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on the cheap plastic trays. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I would defend it la finale. No one would take it from me. So, who was that woman you were just talking to? Oh la la, you saw that? Well, yes, sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? Oh yeah, we just had a flashback to stuff we literally saw. Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens. It's about the debt. It's about the debt. She's a debt collector. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with her broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. They keep harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Et bien sûr, if I did not owe them that money, I would have refused. Agreed to help them because of his debt. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? No, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat you as a salad garnish. Ew, I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Ah. Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman who was here earlier, I take it that she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in the debt. It is the sign of the bad, bad world we live in, huh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of the bad, bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, this scary woman, she is from the loan office. Loan office, okay. In the notes, is in the notes. The loan office, is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oui, tender lender, it is called. Catchy name, just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So tender lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me that money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like a slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who's this he? La Tiger. Oh, they're in debt to the same people. I mean, I kind of guessed, but like, I needed proof. The tiger. Oui, he is the manager of the tender lender, a terrifying man, like big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter. Well, we know who that is. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man has a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, he does have a spiky hair, just like you. There's a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tenderland, that is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Okay, let's go. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We've got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. Oh, bye, pal. He's back! Return of the King. You better get going, detective, we'll be late. Actually, I kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. Oh, I've been real worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could down this much meat. You think? Oh dear. Oh. Will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. I can't exactly say no, can I? Oh. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. Oh. He's finally gone. Alright. Right, let's go check out Tenderlender before we finish today. Nice place. Oh, I can see the Phoenix suit in here. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. That is, as they say, a very good thing. Oh no. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. You're here to discuss alone? The doll in that, yeah, the Daruma doll, yeah, they're a traditional Japanese doll, right? Yeah, but they are there. They are in River Paradise Groove as well. No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone, just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. This is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick, let's take a look around. Do you think it'd be okay? Of course, no one will ever know. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here. Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic. Oh dear. Oh. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. The same color as my suit. Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you. Understand? Oh dear. I'm scared, Nick. So, what are you getting so excited about before? Rolling! I agree, okay. Rolling! That's one of my favorite sound cues in the new game. Look on the lapel of this suit. That's an attorney's badge. Is the tiger a lawyer? No way, look at this thing. It's made of paper. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Right, we'll leave them in Tenderlender for a whole week because it has hit 11 PM now. As always, thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was a lot of fun doing this case. It is... There are good bits and bad bits. It is interesting that there basically is a whole fake Phoenix, and there's all these debt plot lines, things going on. But there was also the old guy, and that was not great. Thanks for the stream, of course, Worm. Thank you for coming. It was a lot of fun. So, my next stream will be Mario Kart, as usual, on Friday. And then we'll be doing some more Ace Attorney, same time, same place, next week. Alright, let's see if there's anyone I can raid. Has anyone got any recommendations? As long as I don't have to witness that case again, or at least that trial, like, as long as no one's streaming that exact trial, we're all good. Because there were some words, there were some sentences There were things I did not want to read that I had to read. Okay, I think I'll probably just end stream. I'm quite tired and I am boiling in here. I hope the weather is more reasonable next time I stream. Fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you so much for watching everyone and see you guys soon.